My name is Avneet. I am currently studying my JD at University of Sydney. I started this year. So a bit about my journey is I actually went originally to MRU. I was in journalism for a year and a half. But then I took some business courses, and then I realized, okay, I really like business. So I ended up applying to MRU. But I got waitlisted. So then I saw that same year State had a new bachelor's as well. So I applied and right away I got in. So I didn't want to waste any time. So I actually graduated from State. I did a Bachelor of Business Administration and Management. And after that, I actually worked at a really big global law firm in Canada and their big presence in the UK as well called Gowling. Um, I think I always knew like from the start, like as a kid, I want to be a lawyer because I've always been so involved in the community. I have my own nonprofit for South Asian women too. So since like a kid till now, I'm very hands-on, like community work, volunteering, social justice, all those things. So I always knew that was it. So when the reason I wanted to work at a big law firm was I wanted to just like I was already like 90% there, but I wanted to make sure 100% like this is what I want to do. And I worked in the business management side, so not legal side, but it was still a lot because I got to network with a lot of partners, got so many insights. And then after that, I was really always, because of my nonprofit and everything, community involvement in Calgary, I didn't want to leave Calgary and leave all of that behind. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to UFC Law. So what I did was I actually wrote my LSAT. I studied, I think, for like LSAT like 6 months or something, and then I did my LSAT. I got a 155, and my GPA it was like because they only do 2 recent years, was 3.7. So from the advice I got, they said that's like because my GPA and all my other curriculum stuff is good. Like my LSAT's really average, so you have a good chance. But I guess my only like fault was I only applied to UFC Calgary, which is super competitive. But if you are wanting to do your LSAT, like I guess apply everywhere, not like only one place. So I didn't get in, and after that, I started restudying again. I'm like, maybe I need to, get my score up. And then while I was doing that, I'm like, like I was also thinking law school is such a big investment, like it costs so much money. And I was also thinking, like, this is my chance, like, if I want to, like, it's already gonna cost so much money. So if I'm gonna invest, like, it's gonna be such a big part of my life. It's like, why not look at like outside of Canada, right? So I was looking in London, Australia. I chose Australia because mainly, um, it's like the weather, because I've lived in London for a bit and I absolutely hate the weather so much. And I remember searching on Google, and that's how I found OzTREKK. They were like very credible first people there. So I started going through their website, and everything was so like pinpoint like anything I needed, like any questions I had, anything. And I think you guys are amazing because you guys attended this webinar. I didn't attend a webinar because everything happened so fast for me. I think this is like, I don't know when I emailed Casey, but I think it was like last year. And it was like October or something. I don't even know. And then in November, like everything happened so fast. Like I filled out the forms, which was really easy at OzTREKK, and then they reached out to me with more documentation. So they'll apply on your behalf. And I was really surprised that it was all free because I was worried like maybe there's going to be a catch to it or a cost that's going to come like later, like when I get in, but it was absolutely like fully like funded. Like I didn't have to worry any of that. So I was really grateful because I guess once you get rejected from law school, it's really hard to pick yourself up again and apply and do the whole application process again because it could be so like draining, and you're almost like a little bit sad, like, oh, what if like, so it was nice for someone to like assist you with that. Um, so yeah, I applied to Australia through OzTREKK. I got in, and the reason I chose UCID was because since I knew it is more expensive than Canada, so I'm like, okay, if I'm investing all this money, I do want to go to like a top university globally, like, because um, I'll be transparent, it is kind of like hard to get because when I worked in Big Law, like there's this one thing like I learned was they don't really hire people who are trained lawyers, which is real. It's like so rare, like maybe like 2%, like, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Um, because at the end of the day, like, I guess if there's a will, there's a way. I've always been taught like growing up. And like, I think like you need to know like why you're doing law school and what you want to get out of it. Like, it's so much more than like, oh, I want to make a lot of money. Because realistically, again, it's a big investment. Um, so I remember like when I applied to Australia, I applied for scholarships. I originally applied for the Dean Scholarship. I didn't get that one because it's super competitive. But then I actually got this other one because when you apply to scholarship, you automatically get applied to any. And I'll be honest, I've never got a scholarship my whole life. I've never applied because I thought, oh, I don't know if I would get it, but I just did it because I'm like, you never know. I think that was one of the biggest reasons because I got a scholarship. It covers most of my tuition for the 3 years of my JD. So that's kind of like really nice. It helps like with student loans and what my parents and we pitch in personally. Like every penny helps when you live abroad. Um, and yeah, I think that's basically my journey.